Hi, guys. Welcome to Uma's Lotus Lounge here with Dannea. Hi, Dannea.
Hi.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I feel like we haven't done this show in a while, but it's only been one. It's only been one week that we missed, but it just feels like forever, right?
Yes.
I got it. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. So, guys, my topic for today is how to manifest during struggles. How many of you guys understand that concept? Sometimes life is not going the way you want it to go. And then sometimes you're just kind of like, I can't manifest. I can't create something good out of something ick, right? So that's the topic for today. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Please, if you're watching live, please feel free to hit those hearts buttons, send those hearts. If you're watching on Meet Me, send those gifts. We appreciate you guys. But I'm going to start it off by kicking it over to Dannea, who, before we get into our topic for today, she's going to give us a little happy note to cheer us up and give us positive vibes as we start the week, as well as let us know what the crystal message is of the week. So I'm going to give it over to Dannea.
All right, everybody. Happy Monday. I will be reading from our book, Be Happy, 170 Ways to Transform Your Day by Patrick Lindsay. Okay, I turned right to page 30 and we got Make a Comeback.
Ooh.
Whatever the position, whatever the expectations, you're always in the game if you believe you're in the game. You have the power. With self-belief and determination, you can change your fortune. You can turn things around. You can come back. Never give in, never give in, never give in by Winston Churchill.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that's so crazy. One, I feel like the message is for me, but then I love Winston Churchill. He's one of my favorite political heroes of the time, authors, writers, he was so brilliant. So thank you for that. Did you guys really resonate with that message? Did you appreciate with that about make a comeback? Because I feel like that's what my talk is about. All right, girl, go ahead with your crystal message.
Okay, so, I love going back to the basics. And this right here was one of my first crystals I ever had. Hematite. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hematite is one of those well-known crystals because it rebels against negative energy. So this is really good to have with you. I actually have it on a keychain that I keep my keys on. And I used to have an issue with losing my keys, but not anymore. My keys are magnetic to me. So that's a little bit of what hematite does. It keeps the important things and the love and the light around you, and it repels the negativity, okay? So get you some hematite. Mine is from Peace and Laughter Holistic Boutique in Haymarket, Virginia.
I love that. Thank you so much. All right, so my message of the day is coming from the Divine Energy Oracle. And our message for today is ask with sincerity. All right? Ask with sincerity. So let's get our message of the day, message of the week, actually, so we can see what we want to focus on this week. The universe is available to assist you, but will only be accessible if you are in the state of mind and spirit to receive new direction. Your divine energy will guide you, but it won't agree with you. So before you ask for insight, you must be open and available for suggestions that may differ from your own. Your divine energy is calling you to be receptive to the support of the universe by opening your mind. Are you prepared to listen to higher direction, even if it means a change of plans or considering a new outlook? If so, then answers and guidance will be revealed. So it is time for us to let go of our fixed beliefs, fixed projections about how things must go, and let the universe reveal a better way. Step out of your own way so that higher wisdom can direct your life. Clear your mind of preconceived notions and wait for guidance. Be open and flexible. Help is on the way as the universe has better plans for you than those you have for yourself. I think like that was a big thing for me in following the spiritual path and developing my spiritual direction in life is I had to learn, and maybe Danae can agree with this, but I had to learn how to kind of step out of my own way and to trust that the universe, I say universe, I know some of you say God or the angels, and it's all okay, guys. This is a very inclusive community at the Lotus Lounge. We believe in everybody's beliefs. It's all okay here. But I felt like I was trying to direct things and control things, and I feel like the universe showed me that they have bigger plans for me and better plans for me. And when I used to hear bigger and better plans, I used to think like, oh, that's fame and fortune and stuff like that. And it's still a possibility, you know, I mean, on the track that I'm on. But what I read it more as what bigger and better is inner peace, joy, being contented where I'm at in life, enjoying the things that I do have, shifting my focus from looking and appreciating the things that I do have instead of wanting and yearning for the things that I don't have. So that is what I understood now is bigger and better, is being contented where I'm at. Now, when I say that, sometimes people are like, well, that means you'll never grow and you'll never get more or do more. And I'm like, no, it doesn't say that at all. Because the beautiful thing about the universe, right, is that it's vibrational. So if you can find peace and contentment where you're at right now, then what's going to happen is it's going to overtake your life. It's going to flood your life. And that peace and blessings and energy that you have is going to infiltrate into other areas of your life, and then more abundance comes in. And sometimes that abundance is growth and growth to higher levels. All right. Welcome in, everyone. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is a show that we have, Danae and I have every Monday at 5 p.m. on the Meet Me app. And we also live stream to our podcast, the Lotus Lounge Podcast, and to YouTube. So those of you that are watching me, if you see me looking around, it's because I'm on different social media sites today. So our topic for today is manifesting through struggles. And I'm going to be 100% honest. You know, I'm going to come out here and be 100% honest. And I'm going to tell you guys that I was not prepared to come on today and do a show. I was just not in a good place. But it's interesting because I had the best day ever. That's how my son says it. The best day ever, you know, but I'm going through some sorts of emotions right now, you know, and the emotions are a lot. I haven't even had time to process them to talk about my emotions, but this is what I wanted to say. I had a very blessed day today, a very good day today, not just blessings financially, but spiritually and socially and opportunity wise and career wise and stuff like that, you know? So I've had a lot of blessings today, so much so that it overwhelmed me. But I don't want to talk about that because I still haven't processed that part yet. I want to talk about the fact that just a couple weeks ago, I was at my wit's end. Just a couple weeks ago, I was like not even sure how this year was going to end because everything was hitting at once. Has that ever happened to you guys? Where it's like everything just hits. And that's what happened to me. We had like, you know, things in the house break down. And then we had, you know, people getting sick. And then we had just a lot going on. And basically, I just was like, everything was working against me. And I was just in this place of, what do I do? Now, giving up is not a word in my vocabulary, right? I don't give up. I don't believe in giving up, right? But I had to figure out, like, what do you do? What do you do when things aren't going well and you still want to manifest or you still want to go for your dreams or your goals or your desires? And I came up with a couple of tips that I'm going to share with you guys here today because I feel like I'm not the only person going through things. And maybe if I share this with you guys, someone out there it may resonate with. And you might reach out to me on email or in my DMs and say, Uma, thank you for the message today because I was really going through it. I'm going through it now. And it's good to see that you've come out of it and you're doing so well, because that gives me hope that I'm going to come out of it too and I'm going to do well, you know? Mm-hmm. So I feel like the one thing that you guys all have to take in consideration is that you have survived 100% of the problems sent your way to end you. Think about that for a second. You have survived 100% of the problems. How many times have we been in problems where we're like, this is the death of me?
Right.
Right? This is the end of me. This is the death of me. This is the end of me. This is, you know, this is going to do me in. This is taking me to my grave, right? But you're still here. You're still here and you're still trucking along. So that's the first thing I want you guys to remember, that whenever you go through bad things or you're struggling, don't forget that you have struggled before. You know what I'm saying? And you have beaten those struggles that you went through, and you can beat the struggles again. All right? It's not going to go anywhere unless you decide to give up and unless you decide to say, all right, that's it. I really am just done with everything. So that's the first thing. When you're going through struggles and you're just like, how am I going to be rich? How am I going to fall in love? How am I going to lose the weight? How am I going to turn back the clock of time, right? How am I going to have kids? How am I going to get that law degree or education or whatever, right? I want you to remind yourself that as long as you have breath in your body, you are going to accomplish something. And sometimes it comes in the most unexpected, unimaginable ways, right? That has happened to me so many times. I want to give you a little manifestation story. Okay. This happened a couple weeks ago, right? A couple weeks ago, my landlord did not cash my check for the previous month. And then he decided to cash that check along with the check for the current month at that time. Whatever month that was, he cashed that check and the other check. And guess what happened? It wiped out my bank account. It wiped out my bank account, and it was the same day I found out that I was to take my children to dinner because my son did really, really well in school. He's a high school senior, and the school was giving him a dinner to honor him and to recognize him and stuff. But I wasn't feeling well. You guys know I've talked openly about the fact that I have an autoimmune disorder, and you know, sometimes my body just locks up. And it was really hard that week because it was really, really cold, and the cold really shuts me down. So my son, you know, and he's right over there in the kitchen. I think he has his headphones on, but he's the most caring, compassionate person in the world. He noticed, you know, as a 17-year-old that his mom wasn't feeling well. And he's like, Mom, we don't have to go to this dinner at school. And I said, but no, they're recognizing you. And he said, that's okay. He's like, I don't care. And I said, I felt so bad, right, guys? Because I was like, you know, how could my son miss this? But I really wasn't feeling well. So I said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. On Friday, I'm going to take you out to a restaurant. And I just picked Olive Garden because I haven't been to Olive Garden in forever. Right? And I was like, I don't even know if people still go to Olive Garden. I was like, we'll find out. But my kids, I've never taken my kids to Olive Garden. So I was like, let me take them there. Let's see what this is like. And then in my head, I'm thinking, and it's also like affordable, right? So I'm like, I can go to Olive Garden and take them there, and it could be affordable. So when I woke up Friday morning and my bank account is wiped out because my landlord for my center took out 2 checks back to back, I literally had like $20 in there. I was like, what am I going to do? You know? And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to put it on my credit card and I'll figure this out later, you know? So I had to go to work. Now, those of you that don't know, I own a metaphysical wellness center in Northern Virginia, and I do all the metaphysical things, you know, the Reiki, the massage, the psychic readings, the life coaching, and all of that. So I had two clients back to back on Friday morning. They booked me from Groupon. And if you guys don't know, Groupon doesn't pay you the same day that you have like a client. They pay you 2 weeks after. So I was like, oh, I can't even, I can't even get money, right, Danae? I can't even get money from these two clients to go take my kids out to dinner. But I said, that's okay. I'm going to go with my positive attitude because that's what I keep telling you guys all the time. And I preach, I teach and preach and walk the walk, okay? So I went there. I gave these ladies, these two little old ladies, the time of their lives. They never had massages. They were in their 50s. And they've never had a massage in their life. And it was one of them birthdays. And I was like, oh, I went all out for them. And I just did the whole shebang and just really, gave them a nice time. And as they're walking out, they said, do you have Cash App? And I said, sure, I do. And they said, we want to leave you a tip. And I said, bet. So I gave them my Cash App. And guess what? The tip was $50. The tip was $50. And basically, I was like, okay, I got this from these people right in time. Thank you. Right in time for me to take my kids out to dinner. Right? But now I'm wondering, like, how much is dinner going to cost? It's two big boys and me, and we're going to Olive Garden, even though Olive Garden is like not expensive, it's still like 3 people. How much is this dinner going to cost? But I didn't say anything because I was like, again, I'm not going to let what's going on in my personal life, the fact that I don't have money right now, affect the experiences of my children. Right? So I went with them to Olive Garden and I didn't say anything at all. I was like, let them eat whatever they want to eat. So we ordered 2 appetizers and then they found the soup and salad deal, the endless bowls, soup and salad. That's what they wanted. They ordered the soup and salad deal. The bill came, everything, including the tip, came to $47. Isn't that amazing? And I sat there and I said to myself, I said, this is why I will never, ever, ever worry again. Right, Alice? I will never, ever, ever worry again because I have understood the law of vibration. And the law of vibration says that you attract to you what you are. Right? If you are a negative person, a troll, a down and outer, you're going to keep attracting negative things to yourself. But if you are a person that is full of positive joy and peace and happiness and contentment and optimism, you're going to attract those things to you. And look how quickly it worked. I woke up at Friday morning with $20 on my bank account, gained the extra 50 and was able to take my kids out to dinner and everything was covered. Didn't have to put myself into debt for it. So coming back to my talk, how do you manifest when you're struggling? You do it by reminding yourself that none of this is real. Everything in front of your eyes is not real. What is real, though, is how you feel. And the reason why so many people lose their way when bad things happen is because they can only focus on the bad things that are happening. But that is the time when you have to focus on the good things in life. When I woke up that Friday morning, I did not go to that appointment with those 2 massage clients sad or crying or upset. I immediately forgot about this whole bank fiasco thing, what my landlord did, and I just went in there and I shined. And guess what? Just today, before I came on here, one of the ladies booked me on Wednesday to give a massage to her daughter. And then the other lady booked me yesterday for 2 more massages for them after Christmas. Right? So,
yes.
Yeah, right? So that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, these stories, they're 1,000%, they happen all the time for me, but they can happen for you too, because it comes down to how you feel about yourself and how you feel about life and how you feel about people? Are you, let me ask everybody who's watching this live, right? Are you out here adding to the joy in the world, or are you subtracting from the joy in the world? Are you somebody who's trolling people? Are you somebody who's making fun of people? Or are you someone who is holding space when people are going through stuff? Right. Are you someone who always has time for those people that are important to you? Are you someone who's always wanting to lend a helping hand? Because I'm telling you right now, the world is changing right in front of our eyes. It is changing. And you have to pick a side. You either are going to be down and out with the rest of Debbie Downers out there. No offense to Debbies anywhere. Or you can be rising up with the people that just want to make the world a better place. And if you can take the focus off of yourself, thank you, Deborah. If you can take the focus off of yourself and put it onto what you're trying to create, right? Not for yourself, for everybody else, then you end up getting blessed in the process as well. Because remember, that day, I didn't go in there and make that session about me. I didn't go in there and talk to those ladies about me. I made it about them and their day. And then look how the world blessed me back on that. Okay? So welcome in, everyone. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. Thank you guys for being here. This is a featured stream. So we are kicking anybody who is being impolite. So just letting y'all know, we're banning people, and we're also reporting. So whenever you guys see a negative comment in the comments, please go ahead and everybody hit report on that person. That way we're adding to the love and light in the building, and bouncers, go ahead and kick them because they don't need to be here, plain and simple. All right. So we're now going to go into our messages for the messages for the zodiac signs. We have 12 zodiac signs. Everybody has a zodiac sign. We're going to give you guys a message for the week for each zodiac sign. But for those of you that are watching live, if you want your own message that relates to you, then you guys that are on Meet Me, you can send a 1K gift. And then when we're done doing all 12 signs, we will pull cards for you. If you manage to send a 3K gift to me, we will do, both Danae and I will do readings for you. And if you want a reading from Danae specifically, you would send the gifts to Danae. All right? All right, I'm going to let Danae start it off this time because I didn't get time to shuffle my cards. So Danae, what group are you starting with?
I will start with our water signs.
All right. So the water signs are
Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio.
I see a Cancer looking in the comments.
Okay. All right, water. And today I'll be using energy oracle cards.
Ooh.
So this will...
You swapped it up.
Okay. Alrighty. So the first card I received for you, Pisces, is patience. Patience is a virtue. It is so important that we allow ourselves time to process information, and we allow ourselves time to process our own energy when we're applying it to things going on in our lives and around us. Okay? The next card I have for you, Pisces, is attachment. We want to make sure that the attachments that we are giving to others and for ourselves are a true representation. We do not want to be in a scenario where we are codependent, We do not want to be in a scenario where we are giving people false views of ourselves. Say what you mean and mean what you say. You have the right to speak your truth. Do not hide behind a mask. And also do not think that you are being bound to anything. You are the co-creator of your life. Let go all not serving your highest good. And with that, you receive the sun. This is about abundance. This is about prosperity. This is about claiming your victory now and knowing that the things that you desire are within reach. Allow yourself to process that energy with that sun. Okay, Pisces? All right, we're going to go next into our Cancers. The first card you receive, Cancer, is Goddess of the Moon. Do you understand the moon cycles? Do you understand what the difference between a new moon and a full moon? Do your research this week, because the Goddess of the Moon is going to be how you process your emotions. Okay, Cancer. And then the next card we have, Healer of the Ages. Wow, how beautiful. We got the fire coming out the hands. You have healing energy within you, made in the image of God. Allow yourselves to tap into that healer, heal thyself type of mentality, and know that you have a divine connection with Source, with God. Tap into that energy, okay? And the next card we have for you, Cancer, is Walking Away. This is walking away from all not serving your highest good. You're looking back as a reminder of what you're letting go so that you can see the beauty of what is in front of you. Okay? Let go and let God. Walk away from all not serving your highest good, and you will see things shift in your life, Cancer. Goddess of Moon, working on your emotions, Healer of Ages, healer, heal thyself, and walking away from things not serving your highest good. Clear divine message for you, Cancers. All right. And last but not least, we have our Scorpios. Okay. Storm warning. Okay. This is about the calm before the storm. When a storm comes, it has a divine purpose to remove things. And yeah, healing is messy, but it is going to remove things not serving your highest good. Weather that storm so that the blessings that are coming your way will allow you to release things not serving your highest good. As you get that storm warning, we're going right into door to spirit, okay? On the other side, there are messages from spirit that are trying to come into you. That could be through your dreams. That could be through daydreaming. That could be from signs that you see in your awakened life, okay? Door to spirit means you need to open and be receptive with your crown chakra. Open and be receptive to the messages that are coming your way. And the last but not least card is victory, okay? We got the storm that's coming, but the storm comes with a warning, preparing you. We got signs from spirit coming through the door, and we have victory is here. Stick the course, okay? Even when things don't seem like they're going to be manifesting, have faith. Faith means things are possible, not easy. Okay, Scorpio? That is my messages for all the beautiful water signs. Tap in, let go, and let God.
I feel like all your messages today are like for me. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. Those were great. Thank you so much for the water signs. So Danae is going to reshuffle for the fire signs, and I'm going to go ahead and do the earth signs. So if you're a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, these are your messages for the week. Oh, Barbie said, as a Pisces, thank you. I love when we get feedback. Awesome. So let's go into Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. If you're a Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising, this is the message for you. We have 3 of Earth, which is good news about work being rewarded, creative work, being recognized, people like looking to you. Capricorns love to work, in case y'all didn't know. So this is a really good message for Capricorns, because basically it's saying that their work is appreciated. And whatever bad times you've had, Capricorn, you're moving on very quickly from them. 6 of Air is about taking a trip. It's also about moving on from difficult situations. So I feel like this week you might have been going through a difficult time, Capricorns, but this week is all about moving on from those difficult times and finding your happy place. Some of you might be planning a trip or taking a trip, and you're going to start to see that come about this week. And then finally, we have Nine of Earth. This is a card that talks about, I call this my single, not looking card, because basically it's a card that says, I'm happy, I'm content, I'm doing well in life, and I don't need anybody for my happiness. I make myself happy. But it's also a card that says that it's time to like just relax and enjoy life. So Capricorn, if you've been working too hard, I feel like you're coming into, I call it like a boon period of time. A boon is like when it's like God favors you. And I feel like it's time for you guys to just relax a little bit and enjoy the holiday season. Because the Nine of Earth is also a card about successful self-employment. So for those of you that are self-employed, you have really good news coming in. And I feel like that's going to allow you to relax a little bit and feel like you don't have to grind so hard or go so hard. So Capricorns, things are looking good for you this week. Things are looking up. Congratulations. All right, Tauruses. If we have any Tauruses in here, you have Five of Air, which talks about unwise choices or conflict with others. And this makes sense, right? Because there is a lot of Mercury retrograde energy going on. So there's people being feisty. We've seen a couple of trolls come true. And it's funny because I was wondering, I was like, is my show not popping anymore? Because I haven't had trolls in a while. And I was like, what's wrong? And then I saw like 4 come in. I was like, oh, good. I was like, I'm popping again. But that's the attitude you have to have when people are feeling feisty and stuff, right, guys? Especially during a Mercury retrograde, because people are following their emotions. They're not following their logic. They're not thinking things through. They're acting impulsively. So I feel, Taurus, that you're going to be getting a couple of that energy this week. And your spirit guides are asking you to rest, 4 of Air, and to focus on balancing your life. Taurus, you're also another earth sign that loves to work hard and pour yourself into your work. So I feel this week, if you've been getting a lot of, Facebook wars, Instagram, Twitter fingers is what they call it, right? If you've been having a lot of that, I feel like this message is pretty simple for you guys to just pull back, maybe step back from social media and avoid the negative people, because they're out there. Trust me when I say they're out there. And then finally for Virgo, we have Knight of Air. This is incoming communication this week. 2 of Air, being at an impasse, like you can't move, being stuck or unwilling to make a decision. And then the 10 of Earth is a happy family life, financial security. So I feel like this week for Virgos is going to be half and half. We start the week where they're feeling, stuck or unwilling to make a decision, or they're just fighting within themselves or fighting with other people. But by the middle of the week, I feel like they're going to have, these new ideas coming in about what they need to do to course correct. And when they course correct, then we're going to see that 10 of Earth energy come in, which is a card about happy families, happy relationships, and financial security. So Virgos, if your week is starting a little rough, that's okay. By the end of the week, I see things moving out for you and smoothing out. Okay? Those are the messages for the Earth signs. I'm going to give it over to Danae, who's going to go into the fire signs.
Fire. Okay. So since it is Sagittarius season, I'm going to kick it off with a reading for our Saggies first for our fire signs today. The first card I have for you, Saggies, is the Thinking Man. Okay. Number 46. How beautiful. This is a message about a positive influence coming from the male perspective. All right. This person is going to have some really good insight when it comes to financials, when it comes to things around the home, anything with investment type. It may be a father figure. It may be your significant other, but the Thinking Man, you're going to get some insight. Trust it. See if it resonates with you, but trust it and move forward with that. Okay. In addition to the Thinking Man, Saggy, we have a contract. Contracts are good. Is that a new vehicle? Is that a new home? Are you getting something new? You're signing something that's going to be very important for you. It may be in regards to your job, but this is a contract where all involved are going to receive a fair deal. And if this has anything to do with what's going on in court, just trust and believe that if you are doing your part in making sure that you are taking care and handling business, that will result in a good justice is served on your side. Okay. And the next card and last card we have for you, Sagittarius, is appreciation. So this kind of goes along with Uma's message. Even when things are going hard, even when things are hard, even when you don't know what's going to be next, have appreciation for the small little things that you have in your life. When you have appreciation, you are saying to the universe, I trust that things will get better. I trust that better is coming to me. Appreciation is allowing you to stop and smell those roses, okay? And see what blessings come from that. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to move into Aries. The first card I received for you, Aries, is your 5th chakra, your throat chakra, with Archangel Gabriel. That is the angel of communication, nurturing, nourishment. Allow yourself to get direction and speak your truth from a place of love, okay? The next card we have for you, Aries, is the first chakra, Archangel Michael. That is your base. That is your root chakra, okay? So you got your throat, communication, you got your base, your foundation, everything going on from your family. Trust and believe God has your back, okay? Allow yourself to heal, okay? Drink some teas if you got some issues with the throat, and also ground. Grounding is going to be very significant for you, Aries. And the last card I have, Aries, is strategy. Have a plan, make a plan, and execute that plan. Journal, write it down. Have a compass. You have a great gift and things are going in your favor. Make sure that you take the proper steps in allowing that to flow so that you can receive the blessings that are coming your way, Aries. All right. And last but not least, our Leos. We have any Leos in the house? The first card I received for you is happy family. Okay. This is the happy ending, okay? Sometimes endings don't come the way we want, but it is filled with so much love, gratitude, and appreciation for the things that you do have. Enjoy that family time this holiday season. All right, the next card I have for you, Leo, is 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. This one has to do with enlightenment. What are you doing that feeds your spiritual soul? Do things that allow you to connect with source, do things that allow you to connect with your angels, and allow that energy to help you move forward. Move forward to the door to personal healing and happiness, Leo. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to understand how important it is for you to open that door and see beauty, okay? Creator, co-creator, healer, heal thyself. All right, Leo, you got a lot going on, but the door to personal healing and happiness is all in the palm of your hands.
Love
all right,
that.
Back to you, Uma.
Thank you so much, Danae. All right, so now we're going to end with our air signs. So if you are the, oh wait, did I completely remove you? Ah! Hold on one second. I removed you all the way out. Hold on. My bad. Okay, there we go. Got it. Sorry, guys. So basically, we're going to end now with our air signs. If you are Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these are the message for you this week. So Aquarius, we have some really great cards. I feel like this is going to be an auspicious week for you. We have all of your cards are major arcana, which talks about our spiritual path in life. So you have the renewal card, reviewing facts, moving in a new direction, the wheel, things picking up, fortune is on your side, and we have the strength card, developing great inner strength. You went through something, Aquarius. You went through something that kind of something did not work out the way you wanted it to work out. And you decided to readjust your energy. You started to reassess what you're doing and you started to move in a new direction. Or if you're an Aquarius watching this or listening to this, you're thinking about moving in a new direction. I have to tell you, it's going to be a good direction you move into because things are going to pick up very quickly for you. And you're also going to develop a lot of great inner strength, releasing harsh judgments, developing compassion as you move through on this path. So Aquarius, I feel like this is a really good energy for you. Make the decision, do what feels right to you, and things will work out for you. Okay? Geminis, we have 5 of water, things not working out the way you wanted it to. Ace of water, new beginnings, and 8 of fire, which is things picking up and moving quickly. So I feel like with these cards, what this is saying is that just like Aquarius, something did not work out for you the way you wanted it to, but it opened up a new opportunity, either with the same person or with someone else. And this new opportunity is going to start to move faster. Now, if we're not talking about a person, remember, this is a general reading, guys. We're talking about a thing, right? Something of value that didn't work out, but you replaced it with something else of value, and that is working out really well. So I feel like this week you have good news coming in too as well, Gemini. And it's really coming down to like what I was saying in the talk. When you get down and out, when you're struggling, you can't choose to stay struggling. You have to choose to rise above it and to stay positive and hopeful and faithful to the fact that things are going to get better. And I feel like both Gemini and Aquarius will be doing that this week. All right. And now finally, we're going to go to the Libras, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You guys have Ace of Earth, inflow of abundance coming in. 7 of Water, making decisions. And the Emperor, becoming more organized, logical, and disciplined. So this is a big step for Libras because Libras are the air sign, like all the other air signs. The air signs, they tend to be more flow, less structure, more flow. So for whatever reason this week, Libras, you guys are deciding to become really more disciplined about your life, your goals, and what you're trying to manifest. And because you're becoming more disciplined, we see an inflow of abundance coming in. It talks about a promising business venture, important documents or contracts coming your way in a positive light. So you guys have some really good news coming in this week, Libras. Congratulations to you. And also for forming a framework around which you guys can operate, because I feel like that's the framework you needed for your success. All right. Those are the messages for all of the signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, all 12 zodiac signs. If anyone that's watching live on Meet Me wants a reading, it's a 1K gift. But aside from that, I'm going to let Dannea tell us what she has going on this week. And I'll tell you guys what I have going on this week.
So, it is Sag season, and I am in the auction Sexy Santa and Mrs. Claus on the 21st. So I'm going to be streaming a lot more this week, every week leading up to that. But I will also be doing my In Memory of Grief support on the stream as well. I have that every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I'll be joining them in together so that we can share some loving stories and honor our loved ones. But that is it.
I was just saying, Ralph said, who is that gorgeous young lady in your box? And I'm like, my very married best friend is in the box. My very married best friend is in the box. All right.
We have a sweet love story when POF and Meet Me joined in. So I'll be sharing that love story with you guys as well in the coming stream.
I love that. I've never really heard you and Robbie's story. Like, I know how you guys met and stuff, but I never really heard your stories. So I would love for, like, maybe one Monday you could take over the topic of the day and you could do the topic of the day. I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
She's like, absolutely. All right. I'll let Dannea go. I don't think we have anybody for readings right now. So Dannea, thank you so much for coming in and for wanting to do this show with me. You guys, please hit her with a fave and follow her on social media. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Danae. And I want to say for me, what I have going on this week is I don't have a lot going on this week just because, like what I was talking about earlier, I'm kind of going through this process of transformation. And I feel like a lot of my energy is being needed right now away from streams, away from work. I need to kind of figure some things out. So sometimes you have to like kind of take a step back from things. But I'll be here, guys. You know, I'm always going to be grinding my top badge goals. I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I do readings there. I'm on YouTube. I do classes there. And I'm on Meet Me. I hang out here, right? And then, of course, I have my center that I'm taking care of with my clients. So I just want to say this one thing that I just feel really seriously that the world is changing, right? And I feel like it's going to come down to you can no longer straddle the fence. You can no longer straddle the fence about, well, you know, I'm half in or half out about a lot of things in my life. You're going to have to start making some decisions. And I just want you guys to be aware of that. Something's telling me that that's where it's going to go. And a lot of times people like to straddle the fence or play sides. And for whatever reason, I just feel that's going to be dangerous. So when I was growing up in my youth, I was told at school that you have to stand for something or you will fall for anything. And I feel, especially here in our country, a lot of us just straddle the fence. You guys understand what I'm saying? Yeah, like we just, right, Ralph? We just kind of like don't want to take sides or, you know, but I feel as a psychic, I'm telling you guys, I feel the day is coming where you're going to have to take sides. You're going to have to say that right is right, wrong is wrong. If you see somebody being hurt, you have to stand up to their defense, you know? And I feel like there is, like, the more I come on streams, because remember, I don't just stream here, I stream on other different platforms, and I see the trolls. And the trolls don't bother me. I'm gonna tell you all this right now because I just see sad little boys, sad little girls that have a whole host of mental health issues. But the problem is that these people with the mental health issues, something needs to be done about it because there's way too many people walking around in the public with just a lot of mental health issues, and it's causing a lot of things. DK, you know what I'm saying? So just be aware that you have to like start choosing sides. I've always been, since I was a kid, I've always been that kind of person that if you're doing something wrong, I'm going to say you're doing something wrong. If you're picking on somebody, I'm going to stand up for that person, especially if that person is my friend. All right? And I feel like we need more people like that in the world. We need more people to start standing up and saying, yo, that's wrong. I remember one time I met somebody, two people that come religiously to my show. I'm not going to call their names out, but there are two guys that come religiously to my shows and stuff. And how they met me was in someone else's stream, because you know me, I like to hop around on streams and I like to go to different people's streams. And I went into this one stream, and that whole room was roasting this poor guy in the box. And I thought that was so unnecessary. Like, we're adults. Why are we acting like this? Thank you, Shorty. You know what I'm saying? And I got in the box. I didn't know him. I don't know who this guy was. I didn't know the streamer. And I got in the box and I completely took on Mama Bear energy. You know, I stood up for that guy. I disciplined the streamer. Like, how could you allow this to go on in your stream? Like, you have the whole room literally taking this person apart. Like, what is wrong with you? You know, I went in on everybody. I didn't care. You know, if you know me, you know, I'm going to say something. And the guy that was in the box couldn't believe I did that. And his friend was in the comments and they were like chatting. And they were like, could you believe she just did that? They're like, we got to go find out who this girl is. And they keep coming to my streams and they keep staying in my streams. But here's the thing I want to say. I'm really disappointed with seeing how some of you streamers act. I'm really disappointed with seeing how some of you people act online. Like, whatever happened to common decency? Whatever happened to, we're all allowed to have our different opinions, you know? Look, Ralph in the comments just put MAGA USA. I couldn't care less. It's not going to bother me that Ralph believes in MAGA or whatever that signifies to him. I ignored it, you see, skipped right over it. And that's what I do. If I see people doing stuff that are like annoying or irritating or frustrating, I just skip over it. So I just wanted to put that little PSA out there. I feel like as streamers, especially, you guys need to do better. You guys need to do better. Stop sitting there idly watching people torment other people. Stop watching people troll and thinking it's funny. Like, grow up. All right? Grow up and start defending people, because there's a lot of people out here with mental health issues. The economy has been crazy. There's a lot of people that aren't eating, that aren't working. There's a lot of people that are homeless. There's a lot of people with some real life issues going on. So if you can't add to their happiness, if you can't provide joy to these people, then get off of streams and go be miserable by yourself in your house. I said what I said, okay? Because I am sick and tired of seeing people troll other people. It is not needed. It is not required. It is not funny. It is not jokes. Okay? And I'm really sick and tired of it. And I'm going to start speaking up more and more, because I never stop speaking up. If you know me, you know I've been on streams 4 years now. And I have always been very adamant about we need to be nicer to each other. We need to be kinder to each other. And we need to be gentler with each other, because you don't know what people are going through. Okay? So I'm going to end my show on that note. Thank you, Croc Blondie, for topping me up. I'm now 222. I like to see the numbers. All right. I appreciate all of you for being in here and listening to my rant and my rave. It is what it is. Sometimes Uma does that. Sometimes I just go off on a rant and a rave. And I feel like if you guys keep doing the craziness that you're doing, you're going to keep hearing more about my ranting and raving. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming to my podcast. I'll see you next week.